What up, though? Good evening, everybody. Please like and share this. Thank God for most of you, and hopefully, I can bring. If you have any fathers, can I talk to the fathers? Please share this, and I can share this. If you know any father, anyone that had a child, please like this. I'm also going to be on TikTok Live and IG, Instagram at Amere May. On hold on one second. So y'all do me a favor, please share it. If you've seen the video of my daughter, please. Oh God. If you've seen that video, please. I need you all to share this. I want to address some of the bloggers. I want to address some of the people, concerned people. Thank God for those that supported the video and those that didn't. Everybody have a right to their opinion, but I want to share some truth. No one gets to tell my story. I get to tell my own story. As soon as I verify this birthday, I'm gonna get this cracking. Um, so please hold on. Please like to share this. If you know any fathers, any fathers that you may know, please tag us. Any parents. I'm on TikTok too. It's my first time going live on TikTok, so let me get the Instagram so we've covered all. So we can cover this all. What up, cuz? Kevin Cunningham, my cousin. Y'all been going hard on my cousin. Y'all do know Kenny. Oh, I guess y'all didn't know that. Okay, so I'm on, and I'm appreciative to all of you um, that watch this and have a lot to say. First, thankful to all of you all for your wonderful comments and your. This thing has went all the way to Dubai, and I'm not saying this for likes and clicks. First of all, let me say this: every genuine moment in the church is not for clickbait. People don't do things for clickbait. Everything that's said and done is not for attention. Now, let me just explain to you who all do not know me. So, and you can't tell my story. I have to tell my own story. You can't share my story. Shout out to I wrote some of these down, the social church, the blogger, social church. Um, did a real covered this story with integrity. Thank you, social church. Covered this story with good integrity. Um, let me see who else. Names I put on there. Did my research, wanted to address it. Some other people that did the YouTube um, things on YouTube. So, like I said, is if you know any fathers, if you know any mothers, if you, and then you all try to act like when you got saved, you never committed any type of sin or God never saved you for anything. That's probably why you're least effective in the church. So, blessings to you. So I'm on IG, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook, I'm on it all. I just wanted to say this: that number one, um, at the age of 14, let me just explain something to you. This is in my book. That's why you should get the book, The Influence of a Father. I've been pastoring now for about 8 years here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I pastored also in Kalamazoo, Michigan, since 2005. I October, I transitioned from Michigan. That weather, just got tired of it, and we always loved Michigan because um, we always loved North Carolina because I was recruited here heavily about North Carolina, Chapel Hill, UNC, Shaw University. I was recruited in high school for about over 400 some of the schools, and I always had my love and heart was in Carolina. So when I got to the place, maturity, I went to Shaw University, went to the NBA draft, didn't get drafted. That's a whole nother story. I have to tell you how God like that. Went overseas, and when I went overseas, my wife went back to Michigan. So let me catch you all up on this piece right here. During the times of 1996, 98, my life dramatically changed. Well, in 1997, I was in the NBA draft. Supersonic to Golden State was going to draft me. Told me you don't have to enter if you're going to come to camp, whatever. So I went to the NBA Summer League, dominated, played against. That's the first year Kobe came out, played against all of those guys in the NBA Summer League, and everything was going well, man. Running with the guys in the league, playing with them every day. Chris Rozier was my Stoudemire was my roommates, and we had a great time in California. So I decided um, that that it's time for me to do right, and it's time for me to stop whoremongering and chasing women and shooting dice and doing all type of damnable things between 1995, 96, 97. Give my life to Christ. Um, give my life to Christ, and also just try to do right. Hey, um, again, from the ages of 14 to the ages of 22, I was one of the top basketball players in the state of Michigan. I know I'm a big guy now, I don't seem like it, but so what? It is what it is. And so I was always popular. My city that we come from is about 6,000 people, and half of those are Cunninghams. And so it's a small town. So whatever happens in my city, um, it's a big thing. Whatever happens in my city, it's a big thing. We're 1 hour and a half from Chicago, and we're 2 hours from Detroit. We are the city that everybody that have any type of money that come to in the summertime, get their yachts, sit on the lake, et cetera, et cetera. But in my hood, it was a real hood. Most of them G's, et cetera, and most of them hoop, sell dope, or they was just good people. I came from the city. So whatever happened or happened, it was major news. Okay, so whatever I did, Amere May, I was one of the my grandfather's oldest grandchild. So whatever I did, if I messed on the road, it would be known. Everything would be known. And so I'm a little everywhere. But so in the year of 1995, my wife and I got married. September 2nd, 1995. Everything was going well. Everything was going good. It was my first time. It was my first time going to play professionally, and I felt this the time. I wanted to do the right thing by her. Um, I wanted to do the right thing by her, but yet I was not ready to do the right thing. And I think that's why God blessed my marriage, and that's why I'm celebrating 29 years this year, is because God always knew my heart. See, many of y'all are hypocritical. You would judge a preacher, but you read Psalms 23 every day. So listen to me. I'm going somewhere real fast. So I wasn't characterized characterly or morally. I was not ready to get married, even though I should have just waited. It was not her the pressure. I said, listen, she's been rocking with me. She's been rolling with me. I'm going to do right by her and my oldest son, Amir Jr., and I'm going to marry her, even though I'm really not ready for marriage. I'm 21 years old. I'm a star athlete, but this girl's been down with me since the age of 14, went through high school recruitment. She was my childhood sweetheart, and et cetera, et cetera. And great choice on my behalf. And if it was not for her, I would not be the man who I am today. Okay. So what happened, consequently, since you all want to know what happened, all of you people that's talking running your mouths, you're saying a whole bunch of things that the baby was in secret and all that kind of stuff. That is a lie. I need you all to share this so I can get this out. And the blogger from the Church of God of Christ that wear the fingernails that look like his face look like the Easy E disease, he's a liar. He's a demigod. I don't like him. I don't like nothing about him. And I can't understand how preachers, teachers, and leaders of the church would sit and take pictures with him. I'm very highly upset at this. This has nothing to do with I'm not a bishop talking now. I'm just a man, okay? Because anytime you call my wife, my daughter a bastard, you're just dealing with the man in me. And you cannot dictate my response after a man has been disrespected. I'm not going to call his name, so y'all can figure that out. And that's just the way it is. You can call Bishop Shear, you can call the general board, you can call whoever you want to. You probably should call Jesus, because that's who you're going to need. Is that a threat? No. I mean, you're going to need some lawyers too. So I just wanted to say, so what happened was, we coming from a family of integrity, responsibility, and character. And so I wanted my son, Amere Jr., always to have a father in his life. I didn't want to have babies all over the house. In 1995, I married my wife, and Kenya May. And when I married her, the Lord blessed us. But I was still in the streets. I was still in the streets, running the streets of Chicago, Kalamazoo, and all that kind of stuff, just being wild. Lady May was in the church. And because I was in the street, one of the SOSs, one of my homegirls, was just nothing. It really wasn't even attractive. It was just business, running the streets and making money together. And out of that, even though I was married, probably my ninth month of being married, I had an affair. And out of that came my daughter, Tia. Now, that was huge news, because it's not like it's because it was my baby. Because it was my baby, it was huge news. The church was in it. The whole city was talking about it. And some of the family members of my daughter's family, they made sure they knew, made sure that they wanted to let everybody know that was my baby. And so, as a young individual at 21, I didn't know what to do. And we moved. We moved to Chicago and went on with our life to move to North Carolina while the baby is still here. Consequently, after we moved back from North Carolina, after I went overseas, played ball there, came back to Michigan. Kenya moved back to Michigan because now she's pregnant in 1998 with Armani. And now Tia is about 2 years old. Consequently, some things happened where Tia ended up have to live with us at a very young age. All right. So, to dismantle the rumor that I know, this was not the first time that Tia found out who her father was. Tia always knew who her father was. She always had a father. She always had a father that supported her. All right, bought her cars, did everything. And Tia's children, her sons, is Papa's favorite. All right. My point is, you have these people, these gossipers, these miserable people who say things that is ill-advised, that's wrong, that's dishonorable. Keyboard warriors who can take a holy moment, a moment of purity, and just taint it with their venom and with their hatred and with their demonic presence. It's just evil. And I can't understand how leaders and bishops in the church support these bloggers. I can't understand how you take pictures with them. I can't understand how you even associate with them. But light and darkness shouldn't even be associated with each other. The Bible said, mark them that cause division. We took a holy moment. Don't you know, in our community is broken. Our community is not broken just because of the system. We know the system has a lot to do with it, but our communities are broken because of parental relationships. All right, 73% of the children that's born in our homes don't have parents, don't have fathers. And you take a moment like this where a father is, see, some of you all can't think out of church. You've seen a bishop testify or repent to his daughter and his family and take responsibility, and you roast him. But then you, on the other side, you said these preachers need to come clean. Yet at the same time, your baby daddy never paid child support. Your children's father never did right by you. And your father never did right by you. And some of your homes are broken. So I know you speak and you look at life through your own pain. So that's why you say the same things that you said. But absolutely not. Tia and I have always had relationships. But Tia been through some deep things. She's been through some challenges. And I felt as a father, as I was there for Amere, almost every challenge that Amere almost faced, I was there. Almost every challenge that Amani went through, I was there. I wasn't necessarily there for all Tia's challenges. Tia has been shot, all right? Tia has been hospitalized. Tia has been going through a lot in Michigan or wherever she might be, that I was not there as a father physically. And so during those moments, I didn't want her to take on the vicissitudes of life and the challenges of life and all of this burdens of life and and just tell her you're all out there by yourself. No, I wanted to let my daughter know that Daddy loves you, and I apologize for not being there for you as I should. This was way before I even confessed that Jesus was Lord. This was way before I ever started preaching. This was even before I was in the church. This was before. The only thing wrong with this scenario is that I was 21 years old, young and married, shouldn't have been married, but was married, and I messed up. And out of that came my child. But I never denied my child. All right? So people oftentimes want to put labels on you and don't know the facts. So I had to do that because why would you apologize again publicly? It's because it was known publicly. All right. And what people didn't know, they made up. It was done publicly. I was running around the streets at the clubs while Kenya was in the church and singing and worshiping. I was running around with Tia's mother publicly. I was selling dope with her publicly. I was running Chicago, hustling publicly. All right. So when I decided to do something with my life publicly, it's my business. I didn't ask many of you all where you thought it was right or you thought it was wrong. Just not your family's business, even though it's on social media. This has nothing to do with you. What you should do is take it for a learning experience and make sure your house is in order. Because we're doing all this shouting, we're doing all of this dancing, we're praising God, we're shouting, and our homes are dysfunctional. And I'm so glad that I was able to be transparent enough to um, that people's lives were blessed. I'm glad my pain stopped some of your shame. I'm glad the things that I went through and me and my daughter went through, that it could cause healing for someone else. But as far as your opinion, I don't care about your opinion. I don't need your opinion. Whether you thought I was authentic or not, I wasn't apologizing to you. So your opinion has no warrant. It's no warrant for your opinion. I'm letting you know that as a man, even though sometimes we got some children, mothers that's crazy, sometimes the situations is crazy, it does not hurt, all right? All of that's in the past. It does not hurt for a man to tell his child, baby, I'm sorry. It does not hurt for you to tell your wife. King is very happy. So let's just quote there. King is very happy. And one thing about love about my wife, she saw the God in me before I saw it. I didn't want to be no preacher. I like chasing women, like shooting dice, love selling dope, love the club. I love to run the streets. Ain't nobody want to be no preacher. I don't want to be no bishop. I don't want no parts of the church. And sometimes I'm a bishop and I preach and I'm out there on it. And I still don't want to sometimes be part of the church because I don't like y'all culture. I don't love the culture of the church. I like more of the culture of the fruit of Islam. Because men are men and women are women. And it's not this backbiting. It's not this kind of stuff which you all see. You all devour each other, eat up each other. Then you go to church on Sundays and shout and dance. That's Baal worship. All right? It's not about whether I was right or wrong. It was not about if her mother was right or wrong. All right? I say this. Her mother wasn't even right wrong. I take the responsibility. I was the married man. I shouldn't have did it. And I shouldn't have risked what I had at home for pleasure. So when you see me 29 years later and you see Kenya blowing on Facebook and looking beautiful and looking wonderful, it ain't because I was perfect. And guess what? I never tried to be perfect before God. And because I never tried to be perfect from God, that's why the people that wanted to kill me, they end up dead. That's because that's just like the people said I wouldn't make it, I end up making it. That's why people said they thought I was a joke when I was going to preach. I preach all over the world. And that's why people said, here, Bishop, I'm assigned to Dubai. So it doesn't matter what people says when God's hand is on your life. I know people say, oh, that Amir make. Amir make what? What he speaks is mind. I'm one of the most compassionate, loving people that you ever want to see. And then you have these effeminate men coming at me about my suit. Man, I have a whole minute I can get suits. That don't mean anything to me. Brothers, you know who you were. Them guys, talking about my button on. Listen, I'm a big guy and I'm not ashamed of it. But what I want to tell you is that you all got to heal Black community. The Black community must get healed. You are a cancer to yourselves. You are a cancer to yourselves. It's not white people. There's nobody else doing what we're doing. There's no other white bloggers that tear down its leaders and preachers like some of you bloggers. There's nothing wrong with being a blogger or blogger. There's nothing wrong, and I'm not scared of none of y'all bloggers. None of you. Now I tell you, listen, I stay at 10540 Arthur Davis Road. Every Sunday I'm there. I'm not scared of none of you bloggers. None of you. And you have the right to say what you want to say, but you don't have the right to defame one's character. And whatever comes to you after you do that, you stand 10 toes down. Just like you write it, be able to take whatever's coming at you, whatever it is. All right? And then some of you preachers, you all are hypocritical. And you got an effeminate spirit. You know why? You're like the Amalekites. You mess with the wives and children, but you don't deal with David. God hated the Amalekites. You know? Some of y'all pay people to defame other people's character. Some of you pay people, and you're supposed to be in the church. Man, if we're going to do this, let me go ahead and get with the guys and go ahead and do what we do and live the way we live. Because if this is what church is about, defaming people's character, writing anything you want to write about them, saying anything and saying what you want to say without being held accountable, you cannot say what you want to say to grown men and think you're not going to get a response. I don't know where y'all got that from, where it's, let them just say, just ignore them. No. Yeah, I can annoy you, can call me fat, big, whatever. I know who I'm very confident, all right? But what I'm telling you, when you begin to put my children names in you, then we have another problem. Then there's another conversation, a strong conversation that has to be had, all right? So that's all I wanted to come to say. No, this is not the first time my daughter learned of her father. I changed their diapers. No, this is not the first time my church heard about my daughter. Anybody know I'm transparent? See, no, this was not an affair where the bishop and the Church of God in Christ. When it comes to my daughter, well, all that denominational title stuff, bishop, pastor, all that kind of stuff, this is blood. This is me and my baby. All right. This is me and my baby. This has nothing to do with this bishop stuff. I will pull this collar off and toss it somewhere. Okay. Because my family, my wife and children come first. All right. I'm not one of them bishops that love the church more than love his wife and children. All right. Not one of them bishops that's worthless that never took care of his children. All right. that never supported his children. I preach to my elders. You can't preach in this church if you don't treat your wife right and pay child support. So you all just get off of me because I'm not going to be quiet. I'm going to respond. How can you preach the gospel and dog your wife? The Bible talks about if you don't treat your wife right, it hinders your prayers. Okay? So I just wanted to get on here. So while all of you all talking and running your mouths, and that demigod out of Atlanta, you're going to hell. You're going to hell. All right? I'm not even going to say your name. And because my mother's living and because I have let me tell you this, let me just be real transparent. Because I highly respect my mom. I respect my mother, Mother Christine Cunningham says, and I highly respect Bishop Sheard. Highly respect Bishop Sheard. I highly respect most of the men on the general board. I highly respect this chain that my grandfather gave me. That is the only reason, and I put my right hand to God, that you don't feel these big hands around your throat for saying my daughter's a bastard. Take this to the general board, file any grievance you want to. I'm telling you, I play by a different side of rules, and it's called honor and respect. I don't bother nobody, and I won't nobody bother me. You can say what you want to. You got the First Amendment right to say what you want to, but you don't have a right to call man's wife, child out of their name, bastard, whore, whatever you want to call it, and think you're not going to get the Negro to come out of me. You're going to get the wrath of God to come at you. But that's all I want to say. I'm not hiding because I don't live double lives. I'm not sleeping with boys and my wife. I'm not sleeping with me and the other 5 chicks. So I'm going to say, I'm talking about the man. That's just disrespectful. As a blogger, you can write what you want to say. You can say Bishop made fat. That's true. He's big. That's true. He's bald headed. That's true. You can say all that. You can say all those kinds of. But when you start saying certain things about Kenya May and my children, my wife, now you're reckless. I'm t- I want I'm telling you. I promise you. I respect Bishop Shear. That's why I'm gonna drop this situation because that's all I'm gonna say. I respect Bishop Shear. Culture can't do nothing to me, and can't nobody else do nothing to me because God gave him everything I got. I respect culture, but when it comes to my family, all that's secondary, brother. 2:15:19. I'm telling you right now. So let's just end it. You said what you said. We can end it now. But if it continues, we can take it to another level. And it's on site. Whatever y'all want to do, you can call the Army, the Navy, the Metro Police. Somebody's got to deal with you. And I don't understand how real men allow this to happen in the church. I don't understand how real leaders, the Bible says, mark them that cause division. All you can do is write something about me. That's all you can do. But I'm a winner. Always have been a winner. This is not a threat. This is a testimony. All right. That's all I want to tell you. And most of the people, I don't have much family. I don't trust 90% of people on Facebook. 99, ask my mom. I tell my mom I don't need friends. I need people for a particular situation. I don't need friends. I need an inheritance for my children's children. I don't care what people say about me. The same people say preach bishops the one stab me in the back. All right, God is in control. And you got to understand, this is why I love the Middle East, because we don't see this in the Middle East. The Middle East have more reverence for God than we do. Y'all snitch, you talk about each other, you dog each other out. Pastors play bloggers to defame people's character. You got pastors that sleeping with boys and men who keeping their stuff in a circle, blackballing preachers like me, saying don't have them because the spirit you take, the spirit I walk in agitates your spirit, and then you try to blackball me. Don't do that. I know who you are. I know who you are. I know who you are. And I'm not hiding down you. I'm not hiding from you because I don't live double lives. Dig up everything you want to do. You ain't got to dig up with me. Just listen to my testimony. I'll tell you what's going on with me. All right. This is why I'm glad I'm a bishop in the Middle East, because I honor the leaders of Dubai. I honor that if you talk about the leaders of Dubai there, you can get the death penalty. If you gossip there, defame somebody else, sleep with somebody else's wife, they can kill you. All right. We don't have this kind of foolery in the body of Christ. I mean, we need these kind of days. I like bloggers who say what they feel, say what they mean, be honest. There's people like, I don't agree with Amere J. They respectfully, you can do that. You don't have to agree with me. And I don't have to agree with you. I don't never have to see you another day in my life. I don't even have to talk to you, speak to you, text you. Without social media, some people's lives won't be anything. But when you touch my family, you touch my daughter, I am highly upset. I don't care nothing about no General Assembly or no grievance. I don't care about anything. You can talk all the talk, slumbag all that. You're talking to an old GD that have a whole army behind them. Guys didn't just walk in my church on New Year's Eve for nothing because they don't love me. All right? Let me just tell you that now. If you don't believe it, come to my church next Saturday. And if you don't believe that, come March 30th when 1,000 black men is going to be in my church. All right? So just leave it alone. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm saying. All right, this is all I'm gonna say. You all have got to stop this. Somebody's got to say something. But I respect my leaders, and because as soon as I do something, y'all gonna use it against Bishop Shear for this election. Because some of y'all don't want her to be presiding bishop. I know the game you play. This ain't all of a sudden coming out for nothing. I know this, so I'm a hush. I'm gonna hush because I know this is a whole game. But I don't play these church games because I don't care nothing about no titles or nothing else. I don't care nothing about. I was saved from selling birds, running birds. I was saved from talking to various women at one time. I was saved from clubbing, drinking. What I used to drink, half a gallon of bumpy face and some MGD every week. All right. You know that kind of wear. So I just wanted to say that I don't care about y'all church policies. I love God for real. And if I'm for you, I'm for you. I could be a great beneficial to any organization or any church. But I'm saved for real. And I don't have time to play games. And I love the Saints' children. because the saints' children, whether they're gay, I don't care if they're gay, I don't care if they're gangster, I don't care if they're alcoholics, drugs, the saints' children are valuable to me. You know why? Because you all dog them out, right? Just like you dog me out. And no one helps them. I don't care if they're gay, I don't care if they're homosexual, I don't care if they're lesbian. I love the saints' children. Nobody's gonna, you're not gonna tell my story. I know my story. All right. I'm going to love them because they're in the church. You all have no antidote for them. You have no antidote for them. And so nobody wants to be bothered with them. All right. But I'm gonna tell every gay person, keep going to church, keep trying, keep struggling, keep doing you. You smoke weed, still come to church. All right. You do what you do, keep coming to church. All right. But don't let nobody stop you. These jokers is not perfect. And half of the people y'all like on these flyers either effeminate, they'll be on the down low, or they're homongers. Don't listen to none of this kind of stuff. All right. And that's why I never preach against that stuff, because I understand I'm a man too. And everything that works on me well. Okay? Because everybody that's sin is not I just don't believe that was willfully want to sin. I don't believe that, so I don't judge everybody. So I just want to get on here and clean that up. I went real ratchet and ghetto a little bit. I'm sorry, I could have got more professional. But this is the truth. That's why people don't want church, because y'all too fake. You're too fake. Now, see, and that's why my church stand with me, because they know I'm real. This ain't news to my church. You can understand, once you start talking about my church, a lot of them is ready to mask up, literally, because you don't know what kind of pastors I people I pastor. I got followers in Atlanta, Chicago, Detroit, um, 7-4 all day. Love, life, and loyalty. I just wanted to, so I just wanted to let you know that I just wanted to know I love you guys. I just want, for those that honestly cared and wanted to know the truth. And the reason I got on here because I love my presiding bishop. What does that do this year? Well, some of the people are putting Bishop, why the bishop should consecrate him and putting him in it. This year ain't got nothing to do with this. This is between me and my wife, my baby mama, and my family. This year ain't got nothing to do with this. All right. This has to do with us, me and my responsibility. Don't you know my daughter was shot? When my daughter was shot, I was way up in California preaching. I should have been there. I should have stopped preaching and been by my daughter's side. The people that shot her is no longer here. I don't know what happened, but I should have been by my daughter's side. When Amere Jr. was playing in Canada, I was there. When Amani was graduating, most of the time I was there. But with my daughter, because she wasn't necessarily raising home, I wasn't there. So I felt I need to say, baby, I'm sorry. I ain't trying to I love South Haven. I love Covert. I'm all over the world now, but that's my home. Mr. Beard's, Elkinburg Park. Food, what's the Covert little store over there we used to go to? That's what me and King have dated since the age of 14. Now I'm going to get where I'm at, very comfortable and blessed. I'm not going to forget where I come from. People have the right to struggle in private, man. And so I'm saying to these bloggers, the way y'all move, man, you don't have to move so reckless. You don't have to move so reckless. If a person did make a mistake, give him a chance to talk to his family first. All right? If somebody had a baby, so what? It's two grown-ups that have sex and had a baby. Why y'all blowing it up? I mean, y'all killing me. Y'all dogging Bishop Jakes to want to make sure is he homosexual or not. But yeah, you accept homosexuals every week. And you're dogging Bishop Jakes, but the truth of the matter is the people that's dogging him, some of the bloggers, you're homosexuals. So you can't have it both ways. So I'm trying to say, as Black people, we don't have this way you can cover a story. It's the way you can talk. It's the way you can build without destroying each other. Give me a chance to explain myself. Not me, because I wouldn't care what y'all thought. I wouldn't. But give me a chance to explain, give the person that make a mistake a chance to talk to his wife and children. Give him a chance to say, to his congregation, you all, because his congregation already may know he's on the struggle. Okay, he's a good preacher, but he's homosexual. Okay, preaching, and this I know y'all gonna disagree with me. Your assignment to preach has nothing to do with if you're homosexual, gay, straight, or whatever. Your assignment to preach is given by God. And most of the time, God gives us an assignment. We have some sinful proclivities, or we have some things in our past or in our flesh right now that we're not proud about. So when those things are revealed to man, instead of man coaching us, trying to get us healed, delivered, and set free, you killing us. That ain't how you're supposed to work. If you put in work in the street, you come on to the homeless, they're gonna give you the smoking gun, do what they have to do, drive the gun, throw it in the lake. You know, you all go straight trying to kill people. You know why? Because hurt people hurt people. There are so many people that's bruised. I got to get off here. But there's so many people in pain on social media. And every bad word you said about me, I don't care, man. I'm trained. I played in stadiums with 20 and 30 pounds. When people give me the N word, give me the middle finger and all that, I'm still got to give them 30 points, 15 rebounds. I'm built for that. Church stuff is like Disneyland. What I'm telling you, I don't get mad at you and I forgive you because your pain is speaking more than your morale. Even the little blog out of Atlanta, as I begin to pray, I pray for him. Any man that wear fingernails and have to beg to go see his mama to get cash apps to go see his mama, and he's lost his manhood and his mannerism as a man. It's not up to me to judge that man. It's up to me to show that man love. That man got issues and it's bigger than me. He'll never have the ability to have children or run around and play with other children. So it's up to me as a real believer, even though I'm mad, is to pray for him and forgive him. I'm no better than Jesus or nobody else. Jesus was not on the crucified. But what I'm telling you to the bloggers, to those that's on social media, can we please keep it intact? You all, you all run with mess because you're messy. But watch this. We always deal with homosexuals. But let me tell you something. We never deal with those that sow discord amongst the brothers. You discord, God said that's abomination. Now, it's a quick way to put all these bloggers out of business. It's a quick way to do it. They're not talking about this. It's a quick way. We can put them out of business in the next 7 days to 10 days. Live right. It's quiet. Do right. Keep your business on social media. Do right. Men, you get a baby, man up, take care of the baby. Do right. Stop lying to these women. Say what it is in the beginning. Two grown people get connected, have sex, whatever do they, they're grown. Do right. If we do right, we won't have to find wrong and they'll have nothing to talk about. I absolutely believe in the freedom of God of living a good life. My 50th birthday was off the chain, but some things shouldn't be on live. Archbishop William Hudson. I think that man is a nice man. I don't know him at all. I know he's from the city. I know people that know him. My cousin follow him. He's under him. Kevin Cunningham is my blood cousin. And I know Tyree and Brandon Jackson. I think they have a wonderful thing going on. I also don't believe nothing wrong with Archbishop celebrating his life in a dance. Some of you are culturally sanctified. You're not sanctified according to God and the Bible. You are sanctified culturally. You know nothing about culture and God. All right. Everything, the Bible's not the word of God, it contains the word of God. Most of some of the things we see in the Bible that we are saying that saying holiness is uh, culturally embellished. Go to Africa and see how they celebrate birthdays. Go to Dubai and see how they celebrate birthdays. You got to hear me my message, the Eastern culture versus the Western culture church. You got Bishop William, Archbishop on the social media platform, and he's dancing. He's enjoying life with his family and friends. He's dancing. Do you hear what I'm saying? So what we have to do is learn to operate a little different. Just don't go live. But people that dance, enjoy life, and celebrate birthdays is not going to hit. In fact, the first thing I did when I was in Israel and I was playing professional basketball, I wasn't to say the rabbis, the first thing they did was give me a glass of wine, red wine, and we ate a cultural meal. Okay. When I went to Argentina, the first thing that the priest did was give me some red wine, and I ate a cultural meal. Okay. So you all have to come up with some better content. Do you all ever talk about what's good? Do you all ever talk about what's positive? Do you ever talk about the leaders that's passing 30 members and they're still doing some positive things? Go blog about Chris Harris and all the souls and he's touching through his CDC. Go talk about Mark Ellis and all the souls that he's changing in Baton Rouge. Go talk about Carl Davis in Houston, all the souls he took. Go talk about Pierce in Baltimore, all the things that he's doing. Let's talk about what Brandon Porter is doing by feeding thousands and thousands of Memphis citizens of Memphis. Let's talk about the good thing. All these gang members are coming together February 10th to talk with Bishop May. The Bloods are coming. The Crips are coming. The GDs are coming. The BDs are coming. The Vice Lords, the Mickey Cobras, the Hustlers, the Street Hustlers is coming to my church February 10th. I want to invite you all there. All right? We're coming to solve some of the issues that we have in our cities and nationwide. Can we talk about that? Nobody's going to cover that, right? So all I'm saying to you, just be careful, man. Just be careful. Oh, just be careful. All right. I hope I said. Anybody have any questions for me about the live? One question was, could it have been done in secret? It was already done in secret 29 years ago in public. We already talked about this 29 years. My family tired of talking about it. My daughter tired of talking about it. My wife tired of talking about it. It was just something that I had to do. Do you hear me? It's something that I had to get over. My wife forgave me, but I had to get over it because there was years. And somebody said one person said, well, the reason your wife forgave you because she was doing. I said, man, let me get off social media right now because these folks is just highly disrespectful. But I began to be mature about it. I've shared this testimony with everybody in the world. Man, anybody that know me know I'm not gonna ever try to act perfect, and I share my testimony all around the world. Everybody knows that. No, it's nothing secret. But I want all fathers to be hold themselves accountable. Hold yourself, fathers. I'm telling you, this is the problem that's wrong with the world. Y'all didn't have more Holy Ghost conferences. You didn't have more dance conferences. Y'all done came out with more flyers. Y'all got church service out. I ain't going to all this church. Y'all got too much church. We need to get these homes fixed. And none of these conferences that we have, 48 hours of prayer, 10 hours of prayer, 1 day of prayer. Oh, come to my meeting. It's going to be on. It's going to be fire. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. No. This year, the Lord told me, go after the men. Get the men healthy. Get the men whole. And get them married. All right? And get them back in their children's lives. Salute to all the Black women in this world. All women, period, but Black women. Because 73% of them are raising children without a father, without no help, and it should never be that way. It should never be that way. And bishops and pastors, your child should not be hitting poking because you scared somebody gonna leave your church. Because you never know in your end of days what child that may have to take care of you and wipe your behind. Those members ain't gonna be there. Those people that ain't gonna be there. Those big tithers is there for a season. Man, they're gonna leave you. They're gonna walk away. They're gonna start their own church. Some of them gonna die. They're gonna move on. But don't you ever denounce your child. Don't ever denounce your child. I lived that type of life that when I died, me and King always laugh. I said, King, there may be some children that pop up that neither one of us knew about. Hey, come on, man, just keep it 100. We're not gonna play games. You all act like before your pastor or bishop became a bishop, they were not a man. or they were not a woman. Come on, let's stop this foolishness. Some of you, when you go to your funeral, your family's going to find out you have some other kids. They're going to find out. They're going to find out. And so, what you have to do, you have to build a rapport with that individual child. You have to build a relationship with that child so God can be pleased. You only can do what you want can do. And then there's some immature mothers who use their children as tokens. Take their mothers to court. It's no excuse. Take those mothers to court. The church will be greater and better if we stop all this manipulation and stop all of these cover-ups and stop all of this mess that goes on in the church. If two adults have sex and someone as a child has come out that situation, you two as parents must do what's best for that child. Sometimes it's not best to show the child. Sometimes you have to move for your child's sake in peace. So they won't be known as a bastard child, as people call them. So they won't have to go to a school, especially if they're in a small city, a small town, and a smaller church, and they know the scandal. People are not going to give you as they suppose unless you have a spiritual church or spiritual people around you. So learn to do what's best for your child. You hear me? I congratulate some of you mothers who have raised your children. I congratulate some of you fathers that have done right. All fathers are not bad. All right? Children, pastors, wear condoms, man. Bishops, wear condoms. You just can't stop. Make sure you know who you're lying with. Really, you should abstain from it. We know that. But I'm talking as a man. We got to stop this legitimacy that's in the church. And the reason there's so much illegitimacy in the church is because fathers refuse to apologize. That's why you have little boys and young women run around calling people dad and mom. Don't call your dad and mom. Get your relationship not right with your pastor, but get your relationship right with your father and your mother. Then you won't be so hurt in church when man lets you down. But man let me down, I don't care, I got a daddy. Church mother act crazy with me, I don't care, I got a mama. Remember that. It's the first natural, then spiritual. There's so much illegitimacy in the body of Christ. And the reason there's so much illegitimacy in the body of Christ is because the lack of fatherhood. And I know I've just been on here talking to Rain. And I'm going to have a good interview. Thank you, Erica Campbell. Good get a wake up morning for covering my story. Anybody have a question up there? All right, because I know y'all want a question after the answer. Let me get out of here. Let me see where we at. 3:45, I got to get out of here. I just want to get on. Thank you, Abundant Faith, for supporting your bishop. And thank you all for coming. I just want to get on and set some records straight for the lies that was told and shared. Let me see. Hold on one second. Real quickly. Anybody have a question about the video or have now Miss Furlow? See this? Let me see Miss Furlow. Can you see this? Miss Furlow. I don't know if y'all can see this. Let me see it. Miss Furlow, I appreciate your commentary, but the title was a misleading. It said Bishop Amere exposed after cheating on his wife. That's a lie. I was not exposed for cheating on my wife. Your commentary was good. It was honest, but that was a lie. Just wanted to say that. I like Social Fire E-Church said broke his silence. That's true. To those that did not know, thank you for that, brother, on Social Fire E-Church. The brother from Smart Living who's locked up. Thank you for your commentary, brother. Thank you for surviving the system. I heard your testimonies. Deals with Smart Christian Life. I don't know that brother's name. Thank you for your commentary. But the truth of the matter, we have everything covered. Everything is covered. That was just a 4-minute. Many of you all had judged a 29-year situation off a 4-minute clip. Now we can't be that myopic, and we cannot We can't be that myopic, and we can't be mental midgets to judge a nearly 30-year situation off a 4-minute clip. All right, we can't be that naive. All right. Um, let's see who else. I've seen some others. Chit Chat, thank you for your commentary. Got 200,000 views. Um, thank you, Chit Chat, for being honorable, sharing your opinions. Go follow them, Chit Chat, on social media. I mean, on YouTube. Go follow Chit Chat on YouTube. Go follow Smart Living and Smart Christian Life. Great brother integral. Um, don't follow obnoxious. This stuff is trash. It's trash and full of deceit and lies, and he going to hell. Follow Social Fire E Church. Good commentary. Good commentary. And a lot more. This on here, and a lot of people did. The other ones got about 4. It's just wonderful. And I just got to tell you, the Bible said, "Mark them that cause division amongst you." It's just being quiet. See, I ain't gonna talk about Jake's, but see how they did this? That's just lies. You all took a clip from Bishop Jake's service during COVID and said his church is empty, and because of this, that's just lies. And I'm preaching now. The Bible said a liar will not tarry in his sight. A liar, when you lie, the Bible says a liar will not tarry in his sight. So what the brother did, and out of Atlanta, obnoxious, he just flat out lied. Oh, let me address that real quick. Let me just address that real quick. Brother Dion, Prophet Dion, invited me to be a what is that? We had a panel, and I ran the panel. It was in Atlanta. It got very not hostile. It was full of ambiguity. And I told him one time, and they got great offense. So let me just say this: if you're sensitive in any aspect, you don't never want me to come to any of your events. I don't care who you are. I'm a stone athlete, and I was an athlete, and I have a mentality of that. So we talk straightforward. Okay. It's no, and I'm not rude, but I'm very forward, and so I have to watch what I say because I'm very forward, and it takes sometimes. I absolutely love Dion, and it got very chaotic. It got a little heated, and then the Apostle Yolanda Kendall, she got up and started praying and rebuke. It was no need for that, no need to rebuke and all that. It was men talking. See, this is what happens, and I'm not being a male chauvinist. When men talk and men are dealing with a heated conversation, um, I tell my wife and daughters, you stay out of this. I got this. When men are talking, and it's a heated debate, and I told them, you shouldn't call yourself millennial prophets. There's no such thing as millennial prophets. Oh, it got very heated in there. They said I tried to trash this thing and all that. So it got heated. And some people was upset and all that. And there were a lot of effeminate young men there, but I love them young men. They're very respectful. And I could tell they was fatherless. I have no complaints. I appreciate Dion. He gave me a small honor rim. He treated me fair. And there were some brothers that was, um, I'm not going to say the name, that was pushing his agenda for me, for him to walk in a fence against me. All right. So always remember those that are offended by you that don't know you are usually painted by somebody that's close to you. If somebody's offended that you never had an encounter with, and you wonder where is this coming from, it's usually you all have a relationship in common with one person that's close to you, but stabbing you in the back. So that's what happened with me at the end. So it got really heated. It got, but it was cool. But no one tried to fight me. I would have smacked them little boys and set them down, broke on somebody's necks. Nobody pulled a gun. And I wanted to say that because let me show you how much of a liar this young man, Anopsis is. He said that I pulled a gun, and so that's worth me explaining. I wasn't gonna say his name, but why would you lie? So now I ain't gonna sue him for defamation of character. I'm going to just really leave it alone because number one, my mother, and I don't want no body coming after Bishop Shear because of my actions. So that's what I'm gonna do. But brethren, let's be honest in our dwellings. You know, let's see here. Hold on. Let's see here. You see, we've been talking, Dion and I've been talking since forever. You see this? You see this? And so let me just get up here. I just wanted y'all to know that. All right, I'm getting off. My dad said, "Okay, son, I'm out." But I wanted you all to see that because it's not right. I don't like liars. I don't like liars. And um, let me say this: I don't like liars. I don't like people coming at the leadership. I don't like people intimidate, and it's really racketeering. You tried to get my brother obnoxious. You tried to get my pastor to pay you to not to cover a story on one of his sons. That's racketeering. We got evidence on you that our lawyers can call the feds. You was going to try to blackball my brother for something he really wasn't even guilty for, Superintendent Braxton, and you tried to call my pastor to make him pay you, which is extortion. All right. So you don't know, which is extortion, and you're going to hell for that. I got to tell you, as a preacher, you got to go to hell for that. Talking about charges, you probably want to, you probably want to retract your statements because you're gonna go to hell for that. I'm almost through, y'all. I'm logging out right now. I just want to tell you, I don't like nobody um, trying to defame my family and my character. So yeah. All right. Well, you all, yes. There. So I appreciate Dion Brown, who that had me that night and said I tried to. Anybody wants to listen? I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Anybody want these screenshots of Dion and our conversation? Him just Nelson said he never. Now here it is. That's what I want to address because it was against my family, against me. Not once did I ever have a gun or pull on anybody. I don't pull guns unless I use them. That's a street rule. You don't pull guns unless you use them. See, church boys don't know what you're talking about. I don't pull a gun. I gotta address this because you're dealing with a liar. The Bible said, "Mark them that cause division." Number two, Dion stated he never talked to obnoxious or his street committee. Unless y'all street committee is watching, let me. We can line the whole committee up and we can talk. The whole committee, we can talk. The street committee, all y'all, we can talk. Y'all want to talk? Let's talk. We can talk. I can come to Atlanta, or me and my committee can come and we talk to y'all, the lawyers, or we can talk. So I need a public apology because I never had a gun. That's a lie. You call my daughter a bastard. That's a lie. All right. Then you said I had an affair with a child while being a bishop. That's a lie. And then you said I pulled a gun on Dion. That's a lie. Dion said he never talked to you. None of the family prophetess Yolanda never talked to you. That's a lie. You tried to get an interview with him, and he said you hate my guts. Well, I don't care. I will hope a man with fingernails hate me. That's a good thing. And so I just wanted to tell you that you're a liar, and you're going to hell, and God is not pleased with you, and leave the leaders of the church alone. Okay? And again, every Sunday, 10540 Arthur Davis Road. I'm there. You can call me, we can meet, talk, whatever, but you have to retract those statements because that's defamation of character. I never put them. And I have all the text messages. Anybody wants the text messages, say, yeah, Bishop, I want to see him. Inbox me and I get to it. That's how we play. All right. God bless you. And may heaven shine upon you is my prayer. Hey, I work too hard. I live right and I do right to let anybody let somebody just to come defame me. That ain't happening. God bless you. May heaven shine upon you. My prayer. Peace. Hey, listen, next Saturday, please, the whole community, the Bloods will be there, the Crips, GDs, Vice Lords, all the folks, Folks Nation, everybody. We're family. We're going to come talk to try to resolve some. I'm partnering with FEB to kind of resolve some of the inner city conflict within our city. So make sure you come and if anybody want to be saved, please inbox me. Please inbox me. Find a good church. My church may not be for you. Find a good church. All right. Find a good church. Find a good church. Find a church that preaches the gospel, regardless if the pastor's a woman or man. Find a good church. And Dolores Goins. All right. I see you, Dolores. God bless you. That Jermaine and okay, yeah. God bless you. Bless you, Brent. Let me see who's in the house. Kevin Cunningham, my cousin. Kevin, you went viral, boy. Let's see who's that. Brandon Doors. All right, thank you. All right. Yes. Got Tanya Lee. Tanya, I wish you've been following me. I don't know. Did you delete me or what? We used to come by the church. Karen, God bless you, Karen. God bless you. God bless you, all of you. All right, God bless you. May heaven shine upon you is our prayer. And keep doing what you're doing. And let's show the love and peace.